Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, Stray Kids.
Woo!
Well done. A comeback.
Okay.
That they randomly told us about like a week before.
Mm.
And the album's not out yet.
Okay. Well,
Longer for the album.
they just don't waste any time, do they?
No.
So
the album is called This and That, which Chan spoiled on stage when he said, we've been working on this and
I was going to say, it sounds like we've been working on a bit of this and that.
Yeah.
Like,
He said working on this and that, and if you watch carefully, you see Felix smirk. And the song is called Run It.
Run It.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Chris Brown in my head now.
I know, yeah. So,
which really pisses me off because they had some good songs.
I know.
Arse.
Why does this be such a douchebag?
Yeah.
Songs were good, but we cannot endorse that.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So disclaimer, I have heard this song a few times. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it was an accident.
Where did you hear it?
When I put it on my Spotify.
So I had no discipline.
Basically, it came out where I couldn't film because I've had a lot going on with my dad's health and stuff. And I didn't know when I'd be able to film.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Life was shit. So I was like, I'm going to listen to it.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't watch the MV, but I listened to it.
That's fair.
A few times. So.
Well, I've heard nothing, so I'll be fresh. I'll be brand new.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've heard the song a few times. Haven't watched the MV. See, no fake on this channel. I'm telling you now. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So I look forward to seeing the MV and the lyrics.
Cool.
Okay. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. What's your favourite Stray Kids spoiler that they've ever given us? Because they do it a lot.
You mean spoiler, or like more like teaser that then later on we realised was a little
both
hint?
like
Oh,
because for me my favourite is the clip when Chan was still doing Chan's room.
Right.
It's Chan's room. And they said, Chan, your hair's blue, right? And he went, no, it's black. And then his face, because he realised that he was hiding his hair for the comeback, and it was just the colour drain. He was like, ah! I think he sat there going, no, my hat is black. Like, oh, Chan, you loser. That's my favourite one.
Yeah. I quite liked at the concert when he was getting us to do the, what was it?
Oh,
Hip
hip hip.
Because we were like, that's not a Korean thing, right? That is that like a Western thing, or it's certainly a British thing? So I don't know.
I think we just thought it was an Aussie thing as well.
Yeah, and then we were like, what? And then obviously it turned out with Ceremony came
Yeah.
out. So I was like, oh, okay, that's why.
Oh, good transitions. I love how they incorporate it all around the world. Loving his hair being wobbling.
고난과 역경이 drain me, feel me. 전부 다 잠겼지만 부부 정도 책임지. Again and again 여기까지 그래왔던 것처럼 we're gonna make it.
Oh, who's wet in the paint? It's He's been in the gym.
I'm just gonna stand up. I'm putting my hands up. 저 하늘 향해서. We're rising or fade out. Across the world spread out. If you feel it, hands up. 저 하늘 향해서.
World tour.
Haven't they just got back?
Yeah, I really, really like the song.
Yeah, instantly, really, really like.
I think one of the things I really instantly liked was that it's different. It's very different from a lot of their recent comebacks. You know how Stray Kids have their own sound.
Yeah, they play with noises. They play with beats dropping out and like really curious, interesting noises coming in. Yeah, that felt a lot more full and grand the whole way through.
Yeah, it just felt different to the others. And I think, do I prefer it to some of the other comebacks? Not necessarily, but I like that it's different. You know, I like that they're exploring different things. And
and it's a really good song to have in their repertoire.
Yeah.
Like another bow in their, you know, another string to their bow.
I like the like I say, the grandness of the instrumentals. And I love how they've incorporated the everywhere all around the world. Again, one of those things that to a casual listener, that's just the song. But to a stay, it's like, oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. And it's very kind of, it's a little bit like with 80s and Wonderland. It's almost like a chant. It's like an anthem.
Yeah.
So it feels very grandiose.
Yeah, on a first listen, I did think I can already hear that ringing around a stadium.
Yeah.
And then towards the end when they're bringing the claps, you're like, yeah, that's going to be...
participation.
Yeah.
Very cool. I really liked some of the, again, it's always a struggle, right? Trying to read some of the lyrics, but then also wanting to watch all the visual. It's not fair. Trying to, you know, we're the victims, trying to, you know, concentrate on the artisticness of it, but then they're smacking us in the face with visuals. Some of the lines I picked up was that about Felix talking about like hard times give resilience, which allow them to be able to face times now, which is great. And then also I think it was Han when he was rapping with Changbin was said about, or it may be Changbin, sorry, but that bit when they were talking about at one point our melodies were just a hum in our head and now they're symphonies. And so it's talking about the progression of how their music has gone from just an idea to then being produced and now being sung all around the world, which is great. So yeah, some really good bars in there basically. Lyrics.
It's one of those where they're just talking about where they've come from and that they're still not done. They still have ambition to go further. Because Hyunjin was saying about, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was along those lines of, I'm not done. I want more. I think he said something about glory and wanting more.
It was like, keep watching. You'll see. It's great because it was like, it was a flex in and of itself, like a brag, but then equally it was quite vulnerable because they were talking about how much this means to them and how they've had to be resilient to get. Do you know what I mean? It was a flex, but it had a sprinkling of vulnerability to it.
Yeah.
And it was really nice, which makes it feel authentic rather than just, look at me with cars, girls, and money. We're like, that does not fly. The 90s are gone.
Do you know what? I think I'd have to look into obviously deeper, but quite evenly distributed. I feel like I didn't see a lot of anyone.
It was very busy.
Yeah.
It was moving.
But again, at least I felt that was equal.
It was an ensemble piece.
I didn't feel like I was lacking one person in particular.
It was an ensemble piece. Everybody can.
I love the claws.
Mm.
And the animalistic side of it.
Yeah, but it was tigers this time rather than wolves. Normally they go for wolves.
But it was like that idea of the animal instinct to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like clawing my way up. And they were like, there was wind blowing against like Sungmin and he was clawing forward. Yeah. And the whole, was it like yin and yang with the black and the white? And,
I saw that
and
early on.
And the symbol of the buildings at the end.
I saw that early on and I thought that's going to mean balance because you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
So equally, the appreciation they have for where they are now, they wouldn't have it if they didn't have to fight for it. It wouldn't mean as much.
Yeah, and when you saw the two Felixes together and they were fighting, it was almost like you need the light to keep going, but you need the dark sometimes to push you forward as well, or to stop you going too far or in certain directions, like keep you humble.
Yeah, definitely. And from what we know as well, from like bringing in some of BTS's work where they lean into the teachings of Carl Jung and they talk about the shadow self. And as it can be, you think of it one way and you think that it's parts of myself that I don't like, but equally the shadow self is also there to keep you humble.
Yeah.
And other things, you know what I mean? So equally it does serve a purpose. It's not just like the dark, but you need it in order to get the whole sense of persona and self. By the end, you are all of those things.
Yeah.
So it was kind of with all the dancers and all of the things as well.
I was thinking where they were, and it was just so grand. And they showed clips of like the ocean and of roads, and it was almost like they are spreading to take over the world, It's
also, for me, I took from that, it's almost like as well the fierceness of Mother Nature, where you have to respect it, but equally like you can't stop it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what they're saying for themselves is they want to be this force in the world, but they're saying that comes with their own battles as well. One thing I really liked from the cinematography was and I'm really sorry, there's probably a particular lens or style, but the color wash they do, it's high contrast and in a particular color wash that really brings out a lot of contouring and things like that. It reminded me as well that the fight scenes, the slow motion, it reminded me of, do you remember the movie 300 with Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
And the war scenes of that. Now that had a much more of a warm amber wash to it, but it was high contrast, so the shadows were really evident, and it was like that. And there was some movement scenes in there as well with like the fighting and all that, and it was very much, it reminded me of whomever directed and produced the movie 300. It was like that. So I really liked it. I thought it worked really well for what they were talking about.
Talked about like definition and contouring, my first thought was Changbin's biceps.
Any of them, we got bits of arms and
Ian has been in the gym.
Yeah. Although I did manage to take away an artistic thought amongst Ian, whatever he was doing there. I was like, young man, please. But equally, when he was doing the paint on the floor, like, I don't know, maybe it was two different scenes, but it was obviously like he was spreading it and whatnot. But when the camera went out and went to the next bit and it was panned out and you could see the floor, it was the white and then the black was like great. It looked like wood. Do you know what I mean? And again, it brought me back to like Mother Nature and obviously the wood of trees and how trees are like so old and they're like so wise and so strong, you know what I mean? Strong roots and all of that. So I didn't know if it was meant to, but the paint on the floor reminded me of like the patterns that you get in wood with the light and the dark.
Yeah, I didn't see the shot you're talking about. But him smearing it on the floor and it went up here and everything, it just made me think of them spreading their creativity.
Yeah. That's it. But yeah, we got some body parts. People will be looking chiseled.
They all look great.
I also really liked that, coming back to what you said about it being, it's an ensemble piece. I didn't feel like we got bits of everybody, which was great. but specifically we got a bit of Chan dancing. Like in that same, I think in the same lens or the same bit where we the angle where we saw Hyunjin dance as well. And I really liked that because again, obviously we think about Felix and Hyunjin and the dancing and Lino and whatnot, but I don't often think that I'm going to get more of a modern dance bit from Chan.
Yeah.
And even if he is perfectly capable, but I wouldn't necessarily think that. But I'm glad that we got that bit because I haven't seen that of him a lot.
I was thinking, the first time I heard it, I was listening to it and I was thinking, where's Changbin and Han?
Yeah.
I haven't heard Changbin and Han. And as we get towards the end, I'm like, where are Changbin and Han?
And they got a whole big bit.
I love that bit at the end. It might be my favourite bit.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing I love when they do it in S-Class, but they do it with the 4 of rappers, where they're bouncing off each other. You know, like line, and it's just, I love it when they do that. But what I did like is that I said the same thing about Creed. We're so used to having most of the rap being Changbin and Han. It's nice when they give you a song where maybe they have a bit less and we get more rap from Felix and Hyunjin. It just gives it a different sound.
Yeah.
And giving them just that bit more of that, not just Felix being used on just the deep voice parts or Hyunjin just for a dance focus.
Yeah.
It's nice to just mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
You've got a whole group of people who sound completely different. You can get so much out of that musically.
Yeah. That's why you never know what you're going to get when you go through an album, which is great. The fact that they have so much talent that they can pick and choose what's right for the song is great.
So the instrumental at the beginning, the big grand dum 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 dum, something about that tickles the back of my brain.
Okay.
For key gasoline.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether
it's possibly like trumpets and like the
I don't know.
Either that or it sounds like a movie opening.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether it's triggering because of the melody or the instrument.
Yeah.
You know, something in that triggers.
It's big, it's grand, it's possibly trumpets or like
because that starts with the dun, 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 dun,
you know, big instrumentals. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it makes an entrance, you know what I mean?
It does,
so it works. So yeah. But I really liked it. I thought as a standalone video, really, really good. But then just as the audio as well, fantastic. Really good.
So it's going to be great for a concert.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, did you really have to have Han walking towards the camera, smacking his hands? Because I'm just like, that's a visual I needed. Fine. What are we going to do?
I'm wondering if Chan kept those claws.
And sorry, random, but I really liked Sungsmin's outfit. Couldn't tell, obviously he wasn't standing up so you can see what he's wearing, but when he was struggling and moving forward with the white, it was a really funky outfit. I really liked it. It was again, it was different themes throughout the music video, because some of them were more almost like ceremonial, traditional, or kind of almost like martial arts kind of. But with that one, it wasn't so much like end of the world or post-apocalyptic like Mad Max, but the dirt and everything, all these natural materials, like I said, like Mother Earth was kind of in there as well. But his outfit was interesting because it was like I don't know if it necessarily fit anywhere, but I kind of wanted more of that style. I don't know what it was. At first you could quite easily look at it and be like, oh, it's rags, but actually it wasn't. It was very on purpose. And it looked expensive.
Be interested to watch it back because I know that Sungmin has had some time out with an ankle injury. I think it was his ankle, and is still out now.
Okay,
because they recently put out a thing saying that he's not going to be featured as much in some upcoming content before people come accusing them of not giving him any airtime. So I'd be interested to watch this back and see whether, when it comes to the bigger dance parts, if he's there, because it was really hard with so many to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Because it may have been one where he couldn't, and so his parts he might have.
They might have been able to shoot the separate bits first, maybe before it happened,
but not choreo parts.
Yeah. So. But I really enjoyed that outfit. Yeah. It was really funky. So, and all of their outfits actually, again, always stark contrast, lots of black and white. Some jewelry, some piercings.
I want a better look at Lino in the black outfit.
I think that would be a good video contender for 0.25 speed, because then we would get a look for everyone.
We would.
We haven't done a 0.25 speed for a long time.
I'm loving Hyunjin back with his longer hair.
Yeah.
Even though he's just posted pictures where he's got an undercut.
Oof!
And the Instagram reel he posted today, illegal.
Oh, fine.
I'm
I'm okay with that. But yeah, everybody looked really good. They looked really strong, really healthy, very forceful, which definitely is in keeping with that whole theme. So yeah, it's really good. Very culty. Good. I mean, anyone that's not already a stay watching that, very good indoctrination video. Join our cult. Here you go. Watch this.
Okay. So that was our reaction to Stray Kids Run It. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.